All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Seriously, Wayne, do what you want. I'm here, back support. All right, here we go. Michael, hey, what's up? What's up? Not much, not much. Just thought I'd jump on, have my coffee, kind of see what's going on in the world today. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Mike. Is the mic working now? It should be. Mic should be working. I hope it's working. Been giving me problems pretty much all day and all night and all week. Uh, is it working? I hope so. I hope it's working. See? See? All right. I'm going to shut off. I don't know why I have that on there. And I don't know, that sign was left on. Let's turn that off like that. There we go. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Man, so much crap going on in the world right now. It's absolutely crazy. Ashley, thank you again for becoming a member. Let me turn this down. I don't know what's going on in my front yard. Mm. All right. There, I'm gonna drop my pen. Actually, I hear you good now. There we go. Sounds fine to me. All right, perfect. So, a lot of crap going on out there right now. Like a huge amount. Huge amount. Okay, I gotta shut down one of these screens here. This is just driving me crazy. I got the 24-hour feed up and I got the other one up. Let me just change this here. Just gonna change this quickly. There we go. Oh, there's the audio. At least I know the audio is working. There we go. Techno whistle word. Hey, how you doing? All right, there. That's a little better. That's better. Perfect. Yeah, so lots of stuff going on out there right now. I was gonna hit the road, and I was going to go see what was going on, but I'm being told that here, let me pull it up actually. I'm being told that there's military people pulling over random people, which military don't have the capability to pull people over. So that's got to be bullshit. So I don't know what's going on there. I've been searching to find out what's going on, see if there's any videos or anything. But a friend of mine said that her husband got pulled over. He kind of shares the same views and values as I do, and he has his own thing that he does. And she said that he got pulled in and he's in questioning right now. So I figured if anything was going to happen, we might as well be live while it happens and then kind of go from there. But I do know that the government here is getting really mad at the fact that people are spreading not to get, certain things. Now, now what they're doing is they're saying that, and no news agencies, as far as I can see, is reporting any of this. That to get it operated on now, like if you go in for cancer or just a simple operation or anything like that at all, they're requiring um, that you get the vaccine. So you can't get operated on now in Ontario, where it's supposed to be free health, free this, free that, and all this other crap, which isn't free, by the way. because we pay for it. We pay for it like through our ass. But they're saying that you need to get operated on now. To get operated on now, you need to get the jab. And I don't understand that shit. I just don't understand that. Alberta Prime Minister Kenny. Yeah, so I'm just trying to see if there's nothing out there at all. So I can't, like, literally, it's just people like, I literally got a email saying that I'm at the hospital right now, and my husband got, or my sister, sorry, my sister got refused to get the vaccine, so they turned her away. They won't do it because she won't get the vaccine, and she needs this operation. Well, whatever it is, I'm not sure exactly what the operation is. So I don't understand. Yeah, get to the United States, Wayne. Yeah, well, here's the problem. That last little move that YouTube did to try to censor me, by literally, well, they've been trying to censor me, but I've been riding the line of getting in trouble and not getting in trouble. So what they did was they basically they're defunding people like me now. So like on Watch What Wayne, they held back, which is my like night. You guys know it's my nightly show that I do. They held back like $2,000. It's ridiculous the amount of money that they just, and they're like, yeah, you got 90 days to fix your channel. I had 215 videos on that channel. And when I messaged them and I'm like, okay, what video was it that violated the terms and services of the, for the ads and stuff like that? And they're like, oh, well, we don't know which one. We just know that your channel violates it. I was like, okay, well, you want to tell me which one it was, and like, how am I supposed to fix it? They're like, well, you don't know. Just make the changes to your channel, and then everything will be good. So I deleted every single video that I could every video. I went down to like 3 watch hours, and that was just the videos that I uploaded. And then I turned around, we started doing it all over again. Now I see that people are emailing me and messaging me saying that, yeah, YouTube is not taking my payment for your membership anymore. Like, they canceled it. They're getting refunds. I don't understand. They said I got 90 days before they start refunding people to fix my channel. So I don't know why they're refunding people. This is how they're going to do it now. They're going to do it through means of money. And going back to what you were saying there, get to the States. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm having a hard time just being able to survive where I am right now. So I couldn't even imagine moving my family to a whole new country. The world has gone shit crazy. I know. I know. Like, I'm okay, but it's like Bill C-10, Bill C-36. If those would have passed, I'd have been screwed. I would have lost. I'd be back to where I was 2 years ago, streaming. It would have been absolutely, utterly, like, just complete stupid. Wayne, I just emailed you a PDF of that's virus. Check out. Okay, I'll check it out right now. Let's get this. Put this up here. A PDF file. Okay, let's do that. Biological engineer pathogens. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Scary. Disclaimer. Yeah, it says yes. Okay. Oh, hot. What's this? Swapping diseases. Wow. Introduction. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. I have to read through this. There's so much information here. Genetically altered viruses attack the immune system of the experimental mice. It killed all of them. It killed all of them. The researchers also found that 6% of the mice Previously vaccinated died within days after exposure. What the fuck? Man, I wish I could go get some. How many pages is this? I don't have enough paper. Wow, this needs to be printed out. Oh, I'm so gotta print this out. That is wild, man. That's absolutely wild. See, did you hear Wayne live, but not on watch? Uh, no, I'm not. I need an email concern to this subscription. I read an email in concern to the subscription of this channel. They were refunding. They were refunding on. I don't think it. Did they demonetize me yet on this channel? They better not have. If they did, then I'm fucked. I'm moving everything over slowly to Twitch, but I hopefully they didn't demonetize me. Because if they did that, then I'm screwed. I'm up shit creek without a paddle. Um, well, we got the Citizen World News that's going to be getting that up and running. Anyways, I've been kind of fine tuning all of that stuff. So, Ontario hopes family doctors can reach those unvaccinated against. Like, I don't understand why. Like, see what I. This is my thing. This is my problem with them forcing people to go get vaccinated, especially people that haven't been like people that are need operations and stuff like that. Here's where I have the problem with that. How do they know your medical history if they're just showing up at your door, knocking on the door saying, "Hey, go get it, it's safe"? How do they know that? Like if I would have went to the hospital, then I would have been screwed. What was that? Read page 23 talks about state bioweapon. Okay, hold on a second. Page 23. Thank you for that. That saves me a lot of reading. 1 second. I'm just going to pull this back up again here. 23. There's 10. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, 23, 22, 23. All right. It says the difficulties and challenges raised by the treaty are compliant issues. The armed control associated reports of the convenience has been U.S. government and lied in addition to Russia. Oh, they're listed in addition to Russia by WBC, state parties, China, Iran, and North Korea, as well as the BWC. What the fuck? Hold on a second. Let me bring this up on the screen here. Rogue nations who become involved with the dual use technology could produce effective bioweapon warfare against the little risk of being tracked. They could also easily be engaged genetically engineered pathogens and bioweapons. Bioethic. Wow. So Russia, China, and Iran, North Korea. Like, I don't understand. Like, that is. Am I reading that right? So the conversation. Okay. To the file. Okay. This is a U.S. Air Force document. It says the government listed, in addition to Russia, BWC state parties, China, Iran, and North Korea, as well as the BWC, Syria, possessing offense bioweapons and in violation to the treaty. So they know that they had this technology. They know that Iran, they know that China, Russia, and Iran and North Korea. They knew about this. Like the documents are right there. Are like the people in Parliament, not Parliament, but the people just in the government alone. I don't understand how they. It's right there in this doc. This I gotta validate this document. Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. I can do this in 2 seconds here. U.S. Air Force. Life Asian counter for future. Okay, number 53. Okay, this is a document for number 53 of the U.S. Air Force. U.S. Air Force Center, Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama. Okay, this is what number is this? This is leads to represent. Okay, so 2006, the National Academy Press of 2006. They knew. They knew in 2006. How how could they? No wonder. No, it says 2002, 2002 to 2006. They knew back then in 2008 as well. So they knew that this shit they had the capability of having a bioweapon back then, and they knew. It says right here about the vaccines and the trial. Stay true and stay strong. In the end, we have each other. No, yeah, Tiffany, 100%. But like, I don't understand. Like they knew. It's in their documents. They knew. Why are they pretending like they didn't know? This is why they wanted Trump out so bad. This is why they're painting him so bad. What is this? File directory not found. Look at this. The resources you are looking for might be have been removed or is temporary unavailable. Wow. When I do the cross reference to the where the government websites are, they removed it. So the PDF file is still in circulation, but the actual like to reference it, they removed them all. Impact on biological wear. Look at this. I gotta bring this up. You guys need to see this. This is like crazy. Look at this. The impact on biological warfare. You're reading the article and see it tells you have to log in to read it. Advances in biological research likely will permit development of new class of advanced biological warfare agents engineered n- novel effects in addition to biologically will have applications surpassing the ABW weaponized. The concept of employing disease as a weapon has existed for centuries. The low cost minimum barrier to 2003. Wow. Wayne, this has been going on for hundreds of years. There has been since the 1950s. Yeah, Yeah, well, right here, they just basically said it right here, Medscape. So it's probably, you're absolutely right. It's probably just the tip of the iceberg of what we don't know. I can tell you right now, though, that's some messed up shit. Hey, let me see something here. So if I go down and I cross-reference this, YouTube censoring me. Look at that. I haven't used this channel in forever for anything other than just the 24-hour feed, basically, and YouTube censoring me. That's pretty cool. So you're saying some trigger words whenever they start doing that. Washington D.C. National Academy Press to 2006. It says right here. Okay, let's see what this says. This is in 2008. File not found. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so let's try this. Sequence and analysis of human genome. Look at this. Wow. This is messed up. Um, where is it? Look at this. The recovery of laws inherently open weeks of the 20th century, sparking a scientific quest to understand the nature and the content of the genetics and information that, wow. So this whole article is about the human genome and how background to the Human Genome Project. Man, all these conspiracy theory people were like, it's all right there. Genetic DNA, articles in reference to it. Clone, look at this, clones. The biological effect of chromes vectors carrying a genome DNA inserted, typically 100 to 200. Wow, so like they've been playing around with cloning, the effects of of cloning, the biological effect of, wow. Look at these facilities. This is some messed up shit. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every time I do something like this, I end up going down a rabbit hole of information and it just doesn't stop. But it's all there. And then you ask yourself, how is it that this can all be right there online for people to explore and see? But then whenever you ask the government about it, they're like, "Oh no, it doesn't exist. That's not like this. None of this shit exists." Yeah, watch what I read out loud. Yeah, you're right. Sequence repeats. Simple sequence repeats. SSR are rather different types of repetitive structures. This that is common in the human genome, perfectly or slightly. Wow, 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 wow. They literally mapped out everything. So see, I wonder if this goes back to what I was saying before. Whenever they would turn around and J Town, what was that? Sorry, let me see. J Town, nice. Well, J Town, thank you very much for sending me that article. That's opened up a whole other avenue of information. So from what I can see here, they've been literally uh, for the last couple decades, they've been literally mapping out the human genomes, everything that they found, everything they learned from cloning. So probably back since whenever they started cloning dolly the sheep, and then what did they? Then they ended up turning around and using the weapons or bioweapons. Um, what China, Russia, North Korea. So I wonder if those places they were just testing this shit on their um, on their people, testing it on their people, and then they perfected it. So it makes me wonder, like these 23andMe and these other places that are collecting DNA for all those years. Remember, there was a huge push. There was commercials everywhere. You want to see where your ancestors came from? Don't ask your parents. Let's stick a swab up your nose and your bum, and then we can tell you where you're from. A swab in the bum will tell you where you're from. Put that on a shirt. Maybe a way mapping the brain. I'm not sure. I like that. That's some messed up shit. All I know is that every time I go down a rabbit hole like this, like I started talking about some really, really heavy shit on Watch What Wayne, and they would censor me, kick me off, do this, do that, and every time we'd come back, they wouldn't bother saying anything, and then they just turn around and like I said, now what they're doing to everybody is they're just censoring everybody by shadow banning them and doing small little petty shit like, oh, we're gonna hold your money for 3 months. So it's like you turn around and you get pissed off and you're like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore, and then you get off. So that's not gonna happen with me though. That's not gonna happen. Uh, they take your DNA if you get arrested here. Yeah, see, they're starting to do the same thing here too. Uh, Friend says they made certain parts of the document that non-cut and paste. Yeah, well, the nice thing about being a private investigator for the last, 7, 8 years of my life, and working for multiple different agencies doing investigations for the last, 17 years of my life, 18 years of my life, you kind of learn to get around that shit. So I'll be able to. I got software that will just eat through that shit. But now I'm just kind of wondering what I'm allowed to see. It's kind of a touching. It seems to be every time somebody goes, and I'll be honest with this. It kind of scares me a little bit about talking about some of that stuff because you know that they silence people like that, right? Salty Cracker was demonetized a year ago, still fighting to get his money. Yeah, that's what they're doing with me. But it really fucked me right over because I live paycheck to paycheck, or stream to stream, I should say. So I'm like, it really hurt me this month when they did that to me. But I know I'll work around it. I'll work around it. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. I'll get around it. I'm not worried too much about it. I'm just I started the Patreon thing. I started the PayPal. So PayPal almost dropped me. I don't know what happened there, but PayPal almost dropped me. PayPal was like, no, there's some weird shit going on, and I'm like, what, donations, this and that, and then I had to show them my AdSense stuff. I had to show them my like that I was actually a YouTuber. I had to send in my driver's license, the whole 9 yards, just to get them to say, hey, no, this is a real person. It's not malicious activity going on here. And then they had no choice, but they were like, okay, yeah, because like the guy even said it on the phone. He's like, a lot of people just don't won't even go to the step that you're doing right now. He's like, most people just drop it and start up a new PayPal account. And I'm like, yeah, no, look at this. I'm getting a phone call here. Hold on. Hello.
4 मिनट से ज्यादा बैठा हुआ. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, this is Jack and I am calling from the air duct cleaning service. How are you doing today?
Jack, you're calling from an air duct service, but your phone number is V and a bunch of numbers. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from air duct cleaning service.
Okay, how come you don't have a valid phone number then?
Sir, this is my valid number.
Well, it says V708 13 27 29 00087.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where are you calling from? You calling from U.S., Canada? Where are you calling from?
I am calling from North York, Canada.
Montreal, Canada.
Located at 5,000 CrossFit.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't need any ductwork cleaning. My boyfriend does enough for me.
Sir, just listen a price. If you like it, take it. Otherwise, leave it.
Oh no, I like it
We are
and I
giving
do take
30%
it,
off.
but I leave that for my personal life.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Okay. Okay. That's it. Just okay. That's it. That's enough for him. Oh shit. Oh man, the Lord works in mysterious ways, right? Time to clean the ducts. Oh shit. Don't ask me why I got duct tape in the top drawer. Oh shit. Wait a minute, was that a hot mic? uh thought it was YouTube. Yeah, you could rewind that if you want there. You can rewind that, Mary Beth. I think that rewind, if you go back about 2 minutes, I think that was definitely worth it. Definitely one of the best responses I've got from a scammer. Oh, I didn't turn off um the stuff. J Town, yes, J Town. Um, uh, Paul, congratulations on your channel being monetized. Paul, okay, wait, Paul Blog, there you are, my man. So you got monetized. Great, awesome. That's absolutely cool. It's about time. You worked hard for that. Be proud of it, man. Post your link in the chat. Here, hold on. I'll make you a mod here so you can post your link in the chat. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Where are you here? Um, Here. There, I put you a moderator for temporarily. Go ahead, drop your chat or your link in the chat. People could check you out, sub to your channel and that. Yeah, so anyways, I totally lost where I was from. See, so I was going down rabbit hole, probably going to say some stuff that would have got me in trouble, and the Lord said, "Hey, I'm gonna throw this guy at you to have some fun." That was a little bit fun. Stealth viruses are some scary shit, man. The J Town 100. I totally agree with you on that. Hi, wonderful share. Okay, yeah, I totally agree with you that it's. I've been saying it for a long time now that this is definitely, we're in a war right now. Whether people agree or not, it doesn't change the fact that we're in a war. And trust me when I say I know all about what war is like. So we're in the middle of a war, and the opposition right now is literally laughing at us. Like they're laughing at every turn. They're watching us tear ourselves apart. They're watching our governments take advantage of the situation. Um, like when you see articles like this, neurological ticks, clicks, and whistles, vaccine injuries, and stuff like this, like the adverse effects that some people are developing. Like does the people like what was I gonna say? I'm mumbling there, like Joe Biden. Um, the developers of these vaccines, Like I know a lot of people point at gates and stuff like that, but these companies, where are these companies located from? Like what are these companies? Like that's one thing I wanted to do today was really do some background check on Pfizer, Moderna, and stuff like that. Where their companies are from, who's funding them. I know Gates does uh, fund them, but I wanted to get more detail on that. But I always try to remember how much more we are aware of these tactics than our parents. Well, see, that's the difference right there, right? Is to make people that because I reach quite a few people every single night, and one of the things is that I always get told um, I always get told that I would there's no way I would have known any of the stuff that is even really going on. I wouldn't even have heard about what is going on because the the information that you're spewing out there, usually people they just they can't validate it, and I don't like giving out information if I can't validate it. I'm just reading something here. Mm, where is this? No, okay, so why are an art? Okay, yeah. See, and now Canada is like all the news that I'm getting here is just like Canada ripping itself apart now. See, so we literally had a huge, you guys had a huge division between white and black in your country based on your country's history and stuff like that. Here in Canada, it's all like basically white and native, the indigenous people, and they're causing a huge divide. Pakistan flight carried COVID. First post. Pakistan flight carried COVID positive passengers with Health Canada. What? The first post ban. What is this? This is breaking news here in Canada. First post ban. Pakistan flight carried COVID positive passengers. Health Canada. 783 arrived in Toronto June 25th with an unknown number of infected passengers. Why would they even let them come into the country? I don't understand that. Pakistan International Airlines Flight 783 touchdown in Toronto Pearson over the noon hours on June 25th. The first flight to Canada from Pakistan since February 19 and 2 months after the Federal Transportation Administration. Okay, aboard the June 25th flight, according to the data provided by Health Canada, were unknown numbers of passengers who tested positive for COVID-19. How do you have an unknown amount of people come from Pakistan where the variant is like really prominent, right? It like literally took over. But you have they know the time, they know the date, they know that on the June 25th there was the flight came across and an unknown amount of people tested positive for COVID-19. How do they test them but not know how many there was? Awesome setup, Wayne. Looking great. Thanks. How do they know? I don't understand that. Toronto saw the most infected international arrivals in June, with 63, followed by Montreal by 59, Vancouver within 24, Calgary within 22. Did you ever notice something? These guys ever really notice something? Montreal, Toronto, and then Alberta. They cover the whole country. You ever notice that? Montreal, R- Toronto, somewhat, kind of like the most populated in between, and then Alberta, the next big city. They hit every major city. It's like they said, okay, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit here, sprinkle a little here, and a little bit there. Boom, and then they push it out. Uh, no spectators to be allowed in Tokyo Olympics reports. It's crazy. Cheryl, definitely more lockdowns coming. Pakistan reported 1,100 new COVID cases on Wednesday as their country recovers from its third wave of the pandemic. Direct flights continue to be halted from India, with earlier this year showing worries of spike infection. Yeah, it's going to happen again. This is crazy. June top sources of COVID infected international flights: USA 31, uh, Paris, Amsterdam, Mexico, Guatemala. See, Mexico and Guatemala, literally up there on the top list of people coming into Canada infected. You guys literally have hundreds of thousands of people coming across your border from like Mexico and Guatemala and places like that. And they're just coming straight in there into your country. Shart, and they believe it roast beef. Yeah, no shit. One of the top infected places, Guatemala, and well, in Mexico, and that. Am I buffering? I am streaming at a very high rate, so try reducing the. Okay, so never mind. You've already done that. There is no test for. Yeah. Well, they estimate that there's close to 500,000 people that have crossed into the border already. They're even starting to send them up here in Canada. And they estimate by October, anywhere between 4.5 to 5 million immigrants will end up in your country. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of people. Paul Blog looks great to me. Nice. Did you drop your link there, Paul? Did you drop your link in the stream? I didn't get to see if you did or not. Let me see. Let me see. Michigan Sasquatch carrying infant Bigfoot across. And what is? Hey, is Bigfoot getting COVID? I wanted Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization literally released a picture of a Sasquatch walking across the river carrying its baby. Do Sasquatch do they get COVID? Said that she's leaving to spend more time with family or. And here's the other thing, guys. I want to ask you something. Do you ever notice that all the major CEOs of major tech companies, like I'm talking like Fortune 500, kind of like these big country companies, all the CEOs drop down and they just step down, like they're done. You ever notice that? See you later. Have somebody else take the blame for the shit that we've been doing for decades. Other challenges, but due to the disgraceful and emphasis and wow, even our wow, this is crazy. All last year, every one of them. It's like they knew this shit was gonna happen. I have a buddy here that actually sells Bigfoot hunting trips. Really? That'd be awesome. Has anybody caught any yet? Bigfoot. Uh, hey, would be awesome right now compared to what's going on in the world right now. Oh, my neck. Um, do Amish get COVID? I don't know. That's a good thing. That's a good question to ask. Has there been any Amish people? The Amish community, if it did get Amish, or the Amish community did get COVID, then I guess then it would probably be game over, right? Because they don't go to the hospital. That's a good question. I'm gonna write that one down actually. I don't. That's a pretty good. Amish people? Question mark. That's a good question. Amish are immune. They don't have television. So true. Uh, for the existence of aliens on Earth. Yeah, you know what I really find funny is that literally the United States government releases the documents and says, "Hey guys, just so you know, unidentified flying objects, they're real. UFOs are real." And everyone went, "Oh yeah, cool. Are we gonna be able to go out next week?" Or like nobody gave a shit. The whole like the government literally turned around and said, "Yeah, guys, they're UFOs, 100% real." Why is this not working? Yeah, UFOs are 100% real. You want a question they won't be able to answer? Sure, Ed. I'll take a question they won't be able to answer. No, I don't like that light on. Let's turn that off. Wayne, please drop link in 24-hour for Morris. Yes, give me 1 second for the Morris, the King of Russia. The King of Russia. Where is he? Here we go. I'll drop it in there. Boom. Boom. There you go. There you go, Morris. You're currently now in the zone. Still here at J Town. Yeah, J Town. Anyways, thank you very much for dropping that information. That's good. Like I said, I've been investigating and I've been kind of going through a lot of stuff in regards to trying to get to a lot of information. I got 18 years of investigation. I had my own agency, the whole 9 yards, and then literally, so this is kind of bringing back some old memories. But there's so much of the information. There's so much misinformation out there that I think that the government does it on purpose. They're like, we know we're not going to be able to censor all the information that's out there. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to turn around and we're just going to basically put our own information out there that is so off the wall so that when you think you're going down a path, they divert you over here and you think you're still following the trail, but they're diverting you. So it's almost like when people they tell you what they think you want to hear and then push you off the trail. So it's constantly a battle of going through bullshit with them. Do you guys remember at the beginning too, whenever the doctors were literally like dancing and singing and they're all those little commercials and stuff? How come they're not doing that? Ellen A, thank you very much for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. That'd be absolutely cool if you could. Um, it's just a scare tactic to increase the vax rate. Well, you see, what I don't understand, like I'm gonna go back to what I stated at the beginning of the stream, is that um, they sit there and they talk about vaccines. Okay, fine, that's great. That's fine. It is what it is. But here's what I don't understand about the vaccines. Not every medication is right for every single person. Like to give you an example, some people can't take Tylenol. Some people can't take Advil. And you know these things because you have a medical history, right? So here's my point. How do they know that these things are safe for everybody? You have to talk to your medical professional. Uh, okay, what is this? What did you say? Any you Wainers got vile really headset? A virtual reality. Okay, hold on. Let me get close enough to read this here. Any of you Wainers got a virtual headset? I need some comfortable on my friends list. VR is full of liberals. Yeah, I got VR headset. Just the Oculus Go though. They don't care, Wayne. No, there they go. They're dropping the spikes again. All right. This is a very, very personal topic. Doctors combating vaccine hesitancy. Well, yeah, they're combating it. Well, take it yourself first, then. People are crazy. So the UK, breaking news. Okay, the UK has now lifted its restrictions, COVID restrictions to be lifted on July 19th, but they're doing it now. They're lifting it up right now. That's crazy. How are they doing that? COVID.
Autumn program of booster vaccines for the most vulnerable. Second,
Oh
we
yeah.
will change the.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen here. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Let's bring this up here.
Let me set out today our 5-point plan for living with COVID in the hope that it will give families and businesses time to prepare. First, we will reinforce our vaccine wall, reducing the dose interval for under 40s from 12 weeks to 8, so that everyone over 18 should be double jabbed by the middle of September, in addition to our autumn program of booster vaccines.
It's pretty bad whenever the government starts referring to the vaccine as a jab, like when that was circulating through the social media platforms as the code word for the for the vaccine, right? Now they're using the same code, like the same wording. So they're paying attention to what's going on online and stuff like that, because now they are talking like, hey, we got a plan to get you all double jabbed, like it's some porno video or some shit like that.
For under 40s from 12 weeks to 8, so that everyone over 18 should be double jabbed by the middle of September, in addition to our autumn program of booster vaccines for the most vulnerable. Second, we will change the basic tools that we have used to control human behavior. We'll move away from legal restrictions and allow people to make their own informed decisions about how to manage the virus.
Okay, so basically what they're saying is that they've already vaccinated enough people that they really don't care anymore. They've reached their quota. Now you can do what you want to do, right? Weird how that happens. Isn't that weird that now, hey, we're gonna release the, how did he word that? Literally, he just admitted right there that they've been controlling human behavior. Controlling human behavior. He just admitted it right there. He just admitted. You could not make this shit up if you tried. Now I think what happened was they got enough of their quota. So now it's like, okay, so we've done a pretty good damage. Anything we get from this point forward, you know what? It's a bonus. They lie about like everything. Now, that's not to say that the virus isn't real and the vaccine isn't safe, okay, YouTube? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they admitted it. Now they're basically admitting it. Now let's listen to this again.
Change the basic tools that we have used to control human behavior. We'll move away from legal restrictions and allow people to make their own informed decisions about how to manage the virus.
You think that, as adults and taxpayers and stuff like that, you should be able to make your own informed decision on your own?
From step 4, we will remove all legal limits on the numbers meeting indoors and outdoors. We will allow all businesses to reopen, including nightclubs. We will lift the limit on named visitors to care homes and on numbers of people attending concerts, theatre and sports events. We will end the 1 metre plus rule on social distancing and the legal obligation to wear a face covering, although guidance will suggest where you might choose to do so, especially when cases are rising and where you come into contact with people.
So listen, all I'm hearing here, all I'm hearing right now is some scary shit, and I'm going to explain to you how and why I think this is the most, man, this is I don't know, I'm literally, this is what I'm hearing right now is so messed up right now. This is what I'm hearing. We've now made enough people asymptomatic that the virus will be able to go through as many people without being detected and could potentially mutate. And then what happens? But make sure you can go to the nightclubs, indoor dining, do all this stuff, blah, 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 and spread it out. Now that everybody's asymptomatic, everybody get together and do what you got to do. I'm telling you right now, there is going to be, it's going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Cases are rising, but lift the lockdown. It's because they made enough people asymptomatic. They made enough people asymptomatic. Or they've accomplished what they wanted, right? Georgian Guidestones wanted how many people? I can't remember the exact number, so we'll just say the Georgian Guidestones said, 1 billion people, which would be like 80% of the population, and then, what did they say? They needed at least 80% of the population vaccinated. Wayne, you're wearing a different hat for once. What is this? I usually wear different hats and different stuff than what I usually. Thank you for pointing it out. Than when I usually go out, because this way here people don't recognize me. Because again, I've literally had the police show up at my house and say you got threats on your life. So, and they haven't came back to tell me if it has been lifted or not. So, literally sitting here with my finger in my bum, trying to wait to find out. So I just take my own precautions. 2 out of 3 of the world's population is biblical. Makes sense, actually. Wow. I don't know. Let's finish listening to him.
People you don't normally meet in enclosed spaces, such as obviously crowded public transport. It will no longer be necessary for government to instruct people to work from home, so employers will be able to start planning a safe return to the workplace. There will be no COVID certificate required as a condition of entry to any venue or event, although businesses and events can certainly make use of certification, and the NHS app gives you a COVID pass as one way to show your COVID status. Third, we will continue from step 4 to manage the virus with a test, trace and isolate system that is proportionate to the pandemic. You will have to self-isolate if you test positive or are told to do so by NHS Test and Trace. But we're looking to move to a different regime for fully vaccinated contacts of those testing positive, and also for children. And tomorrow, the Education Secretary will announce our plans to maintain key protections, but remove bubbles and contact isolation for pupils. Fourth, from step 4, we will maintain our tough border controls, including the red list, and recognising the protection afforded by 2 doses of vaccine, we will work with the travel industry towards removing the need for fully vaccinated arrivals to isolate on return from an amber country, and the Transport Secretary will provide a further update later this week.
Wow.
Last, we will continue to monitor the data and retain contingency measures to help manage the virus during higher risk periods such as the winter. But we will place an emphasis on strengthened guidance
Wow.
and do everything possible to avoid reimposing restrictions with all the costs that they bring.
Well, if the everybody's vaccinated and everything's good and numbers are going down, why would there be a risk of, having lockdowns yet again if 80% of the population has already been vaccinated? Then they're already safe, right? So why would you have to leave that door open of maybe having lockdowns and shit again? Unless there was like a mutation. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm just talking to myself here. I literally was in a daze talking to myself. Look, these guys are literally burning churches yourself. It's a good thing because I was swearing. I was literally saying, "What the fuck is this?" and I was swearing, so it's pretty good. um, man, after burning the vandalisms of a separate, mostly random Catholic church in recent weeks, one would think that the leader of Progress, yeah, fucking bull. This is crazy. Yeah. Barb, how you doing? You need a new microphone? Yeah, this one's got a short in it, but no, that simply was just me not pressing the button. I was literally in a daze reading this article of how they're burning churches now. They're burning. This is in the States. Like we're seeing this kind of stuff here in Canada, but not in the States. So I don't know why they're burning um, stuff in the States. Barb, how you doing? I had to train myself to look at multiple places at once. Takes practice. Yeah. Oh man. Crazy, crazy. No, I just didn't turn my microphone on. I went into a daze reading reading that article. Yeah, that was in the States. That was in the States. The National Post. Let me see here. Good article. Except, do not blame the U.S. For our problems. We had the ability to think for ourselves and know which actions are better than pure evil. Yeah, see, you guys are. We're just basically everything's being copied back and forth. Yeah, Trump's suing the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Twitter, and all the giants. That's going to be an interesting thing. Because he wouldn't do it unless he thinks he's going to win. What is this? Okay, I want to play this. I want to play this. Maybe I shouldn't. Hold on.
Like to be able to. Anyway.
How can Joe Biden literally be such an idiot and still be able to hold his position? I don't understand that. I love how the mainstream media, look, CTV News, look how they say this. Right here, one man's story of a rare heart inflammation diagnosed following the vaccine. It's rare if it happens one out of every million people. I could show you hundreds of people that have had this. That's why the FDA started putting warnings out. Wayne, I just checked, and you're on the present surprise. You're on present supply. Yeah. I just figured I got to do something here because I'm starting to get pissed off with these with YouTube and stuff like that, and the fact that they're I don't know, they're just censoring me like crazy. So I figured the more they censor, the more I'll just be on. That's all. I'll just come on more and more. And they're literally, they're trying to discourage people like myself from talking. So before they shut down my channel, they've already demonetized me on my other channel, not this one, but on my other one. I figured I'll start talking on this channel more during the day and hopefully make up for the ad revenue and stuff like that so that I can kind of offset some of the expenses. Oh, excuse me. Because getting Citizen World News up and running was it was a little bit of an expense there, and I was expecting YouTube to screw me over, but I wasn't expecting them to do it so quickly. So it kind of set me back a little bit, but I'm not complaining. I'm loving life. So here, rare heart inflammation. Yeah, it's rare heart inflammation. I gotta just give me a second. The ad's playing. Joe's mother is also his sister. That's the problem. Ooh.
It is a rare condition many experts say may be linked to mRNA vaccines.
The University of Ottawa Heart Institute says they have seen patients with myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart, and although it is rare, it has some worried. CTV's Peter Sperling reports.
Brandon Lavoie experienced side effects 3 days after receiving his first dose of the COVID-19 Pfizer vaccine. What started as a sore throat and body aches got worse.
When I knew something wasn't right, when I started getting really bad chest pain, and it was quite painful.
He's 23 years old and considers himself a fit and active person. He went to the hospital.
They had me in a bed with
He went to the hospital. I love how they say that, eh? They emphasize everything. It's like he was an active and what he perceives as himself as being in fit person, but he went to the hospital. I love news people. They like everything they do, eh? It's just so dramatic.
He went to the hospital.
They had me in a bed within like 10 minutes. And then eventually I kind of knew something was wrong when 2 doctors and 4 nurses walked into the room at once.
He's now recovering at home after he was diagnosed with a rare condition called myocarditis. It's an inflammation of the heart which can happen after COVID-19 or other viral infections. But doctors are now investigating whether it may be linked to mRNA vaccines like Pfizer.
Man, that's what my heart was doing. I could show you guys my because I have copies of my when I had my heart attack just a couple weeks ago. And that's what it looked like right there. That's exactly what it looked like. Messed up, eh? And here's the thing, I haven't had the vaccine. I haven't had the vaccine either. But Emma has had the vaccine. So, makes you wonder, eh? Shedding.
In Moderna. Lavoie did have inflammation of his heart tissue as a teen, but his doctor thinks it's likely not related. The majority of cases occur after second doses, mainly in teens or young adults, and more often in males.
It's very, very rare, generally 1 in 5,000.
It's very, very rare. It's very, very rare, but tends to happen in young teens between the age of this and this. But it's rare. It's so rare that it happens between this age and this age. We have enough data that it happens here and here. But it's rare. Here and here. For a vaccine that's only been out for how long now? But it's rare. Here and here. What the fuck? Hey, have you guys put your stupid hat on today? Because this is what they're taking you as.
1 in 10,000, very, very rare event.
Dr. Peter Liu with the University of Ottawa Heart Institute says they've seen cases of myocarditis in patients who have received the vaccine.
We were alert to this, initially many weeks ago, and now we are seeing this more and more in our own practice.
Ottawa Public.
Oh, hey, yeah, it's a very rare thing, but we're seeing more and more of it every day. We were aware of it weeks ago, but we're seeing more and more every day. Every day. Like, at least if you're gonna fucking lie to us, like, at least do it properly. At least be good at it. Like, fuck. Rare and rare. Hey, guys, it's very rare that I get online. It's very rare that I get online, especially at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single night. It's rare that I get on, but I do it from time to time. Time to time, I do get on. Hey, Lori, from time to time, I'll get online. Doesn't happen very often. It's very rare. It's rare. It's rare. It's rare that I'll speak my mind and say a bunch of shit that social media platform giants will, censor the shit out of me. It's very rare that it ever happens, but, it's pretty much nonstop. Sometimes.
Public Health says they report any adverse events following immunizations to the province. As of July 3rd, there have been 74 reports of myocarditis or
Dude, there's I give up. Did you just hear that? Did you just it's fuck. Oh, okay. You couldn't make this shit up at all. You could not make this shit up at all. Did you just hear what he just said? The numbers since July 3rd. What are we? What are we now? The 8th. We're the 8th. Wow. I'm not laughing at the at what they're doing. I'm laughing at the fact that they really think we're that stupid. Did you hear what he just said? As of July, it's a very rare thing. It's very, very rare. Watch it.
Ottawa Public Health says they report any adverse events following immunizations to the province. As of July 3rd, there have been 74 reports of myocarditis or pericarditis in all of Ontario.
It's always difficult to establish precise cause and the effect, in medical situations, especially when it's a relatively rare event. But certainly.
I love how they keep saying it's a relatively rare event. I think that if they say it enough, they'll actually start to believe it. I really do. It's like if you just listen to what they're saying. It's a very rare event. It's very rare that people will win the lottery, but 100 people won this week. Oh man, 5 days. 5 days. We got almost 100 cases, but it's a very rare event. By their numbers and their stats, yeah, COVID's a rare thing. He's stupid, so stupid. 5 days, 5 days, that many people, but it's a rare event.
Certainly, we do see that there appears to be a temporal pattern.
At a fraction of 1%.
Yeah, there's a temporal pattern for sure.
Of doses given, it may be a very rare side effect, but it's causing concern for some parents.
But I don't want to see that happen to any young people in Ottawa.
Eva Shackrell would like to see more information before her son receives his second dose, such as a risk-benefit analysis from the National Advisory Committee.
Next, and it's on a big red card. Stop. Next. Right here. They can't yell it out. Next. With all this technology that we were able to pull off the biggest feat in history with these medicines, and they're still holding up paper cards to tell people to come in. Look.
On immunization.
This is what they did with the blood clot issue for AstraZeneca. They need to do that now for this myocarditis issue. It's important.
Dr. Liu says with support, patients recover well. And as for the risk,
because these are rare events and
rare. I'm gonna take this whole clip and I'm gonna cut out every time they say rare.
Generally outcomes good, so we definitely don't want this to be a barrier, to vaccination, because it's so important. We have Delta variants around, and of course, we always worry about the fourth wave.
Peter Sperling.
Oh, they're always worried about the fourth wave. Always worried about the fourth wave. Do you remember that day in 10 days we're going to flatten the curve and everybody's going to get back to normal? When was that? Almost 2 years ago? Remember that? Just hold strong, people. We're going to flatten this curve and we're going to get the shit back on track. Wow, I just had a politician actually, I'm not going to say who they are, but I literally just had a politician write me back from Parliament. Doors open. Nice. We got the door open. We're gonna get this fight going. Get the fight going. Hey, listen, guys. It's very, very rare I'll even ask for thumbs up, but if you haven't given a thumbs up, please do so. It's very rare that I ask. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. It's rare that I'll ask you, but please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't hit it already. It's so rare that I'll even ask. ESPN removes Rachel Nicole from the NBA finals role after leaked call. The recording from the last summer, Nicole suggested that Maria Taylor, who is black, earned a promotion to host the NBA finals pregame show became wow. So she literally turned around. So because she's black, she got that job. She got fired. So the white girl. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Look at this. So the white girl, with her white privilege, might I add, makes a comment on a cell phone, which should have been a private cell phone call, but it's not. Whatever, it is what it is. Gets leaked, and she says that, she has a feeling the NBA final pregnant shows because the ESPN was feeling pressure on diversity. So because she said that, hey, the ESPN, is feeling a lot of pressure because, diversity and everything else, she says that she feels that she got the job because she's black. The white girl lost her job based on that phone call, which should have been a private phone call. Oh, I guess white privilege really helped her out. Congratulations. So now she loses her job. She's jobless now. And ESPN announces Tuesday. So Rachel got basically kicked to the curb because of a private phone call being recorded. Making a despairing comment about colleague. Wow. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on that recording. So I guess that white privilege works, eh? In good coincidence, I can't stand either party. All swamp. Yeah, they're all swamps. But listen, the nice thing about getting somebody even talking is they expose either themselves or others. Yes. Okay, so let me see what else. I can't believe she lost her job. White privilege working at its best. All right, let's see. What's this? 25-year history. See, gift. Who gifted $5 million to the community funding for Kingston and area? Sisters of. Wow, a couple sisters in Kingston, Ontario here gifted the city and the area $5 million. Both parties are a bunch of rich folks who don't give a shit about any of us. That is true. Flamingo girl, you're absolutely right. Business and gatherings are due to roll back further in 2 weeks, but the fine print on capacity limits and mask rules have yet to be. Okay, look at this. Here we go. This is Ontario. This is where we are right now. Let's see. So the rules of step 3 in Ontario are still being worked out because you didn't have enough time to work it out. Is that the problem there, Doug Ford? So literally it says Toronto. Okay, so they're basically going to be rolling out stage 3, but the actual details of the restrictions of like gatherings and stuff like that are going to be. They haven't worked out the details yet. Well, why don't we just do the same as the UK? If it's working in the UK, we've got the same amount of people vaccinated, same percentage of our population vaccinated. Why don't we just follow the UK and what they're doing? All right, let's see what they say here. Well, let's not play the ad and get in trouble. Don't get Michael Hart. All right.
They are points of progress on Ontario's path out of this pandemic. More positive signs in the battle against COVID-19 as the prospect of a full reopening becomes more clear. Good evening. No new deaths are linked to the virus today. That hasn't happened in this province since October.
And as case counts decline and vaccine rates climb, the easing of more restrictions is within sight. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Colin DeMello is live with more. Colin.
Well, Michelle, the mayor of Brampton puts it this.
I love the flag that they're flying in the background. You see that? Look at the flag they're flying in the background.
This way, Ontario has smashed through the targets required to initiate Step 3. But still today, we're getting conflicting information from the Ford government. On one hand, the Premier is suggesting they are working to speed up the timeline to Step 3. On the other hand, the Deputy Premier is suggesting exactly the opposite. Across Ontario, there are increasing signs that the burden of COVID-19 is easing. A field hospital set up outside Sunnybrook in Toronto is now slated for deconstruction in August. In Hamilton, 2 COVID-19 testing sites are being decommissioned due to lower demand. And in Peel Region, surgeries and medical procedures that were put off during the pandemic are resuming as the weight of COVID-19 begins to lift.
But now they're telling people here in Ontario that if you want to get operated on or anything like that at all, you have to get vaccinated. DJ T shut us down and fast tracked the jab. His daughter and son are wow.
Brampton Civic Hospital was the busiest hospital in the country when it came to COVID. We had more COVID patients at Brampton Civic than the provincially designated COVID hospital. And right now, we only have 1 patient in ICU. 1.
But yet, wide swaths of the province are still under lockdown and are scheduled to remain that way for 2 more weeks.
All the indicators, all the data speak to the fact that we have smashed the thresholds. If you look at the targets for stage 3, we have exceeded all those vaccination thresholds.
Today, conflicting words from the provincial government. On one hand, the Premier suggesting Step 3 could be moved up.
Well, we're working on it, and we'll be coming out with an announcement very shortly.
But the Deputy Premier is sticking with the timeline.
Well, primarily because of the variant. The Delta variant is still very, very active. We've seen breakouts in several different locations. So it's still there. It's still active. We still need to be very careful.
Businesses are left in the middle, unsure of what the province is going to do next.
Yeah, so the province businesses look at this is the Delta variant. The Delta variant. Wow, this is ridiculous. Absolutely.
And the health minister is acknowledging that the longer the lockdown, the greater the toll.
With people who have lost their jobs or find that their businesses are struggling, we know that the mental
of course they're dragging their feet. They don't want
effects of COVID
they don't want to give
are
up the
going
power
to
that
be
they've
felt
had
for years after the physical effects.
The government calls it the next healthcare crisis, caused in part by a lingering lockdown. There might be 2 more weeks left until Step 3, but business owners are now calling on the government to lay out exactly what the capacity limits will be for those businesses when the reopening actually happens. The health minister, Christine Elliott, says the government is working on it, and they will give businesses that heads up with ample time before they're allowed to reopen. Reporting live, I'm Colin DeMello. Michelle, over to you.
that is like some mess.
Play the $10 instant crossword deluxe ticket today.
I don't want to play nothing. So what are they doing? They're going to start to ease up the restrictions. Oh man, are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. Expanding youth vaccinations.
Vaccine eligibility starting Monday. Youth between 12 and 17 years old can book their second shot through the provincial portal.
The move touted as a big check mark towards students returning to in-person learning. The province hoping more kids with second doses will offer enough protection to get children back into the classroom come September.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Get them back. Now they got to be vaccinated before they can get into schools. But throughout this whole 2 years that we've been dealing with this shit, they've been going to school. No problems because kids weren't really affected with it. They are in panic mode. Losers. That has to stop now. Yeah, I totally agree. Now they're like, oh, wait a minute. You kids need to be vaccinated before you come to school. No, what are you talking about? They were going to school the whole time. What has changed now? It's so ridiculous. You know what? They should just open it up. But I think it's really funny. I find it really, really funny and coincidental that they turn around and they allow, UK is allowing people to open up their doors and everything just like that. Just because everybody got vaccinated and yeah, people are like 200. What was it? Out of 800 and some people on the oil rigs in Alberta, there was 200 and I can't remember 200 and some that caught the new Delta variant, and they were all fully vaccinated, all in the same like oil rig. Like I don't know. These are the most simple yet profound things you can say to your kids every day. I love you. I'm proud of you. I have never a perfect mom or dad. When your baby passes away, you remember every chocolate. Wow. I truly have no regrets. I fear her. What is this? Oh, I'm not. That's sad. I'm not. No, no, no. How long do you think before the next big pandemic? First socks, 15 times. Wow. We probably have better chance finding Sasquatch. It says right here, 35 minutes ago, it says Ontario is shifting the focus to better target those not vaccinated against COVID-19. Ontario is reaching out to people not yet vaccinated against COVID-19. Like they're like if 90% of the population is vaccinated, then you know what? Just leave the 10% alone. Leave us alone. Just leave us alone. What is this here? A leading U.S. disease expert says there's no doubt in my mind that vaccinated people are helping spread. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I'll let you guys kind of just read that over. As well as protected from several illnesses and death even as the Delta variant surges. But it is possible for fully vaccinated people to be asymptomatic and spread COVID-19 to others. A top disease modeler who advises the White House said vaccinated people should still wear masks. See, this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I said this weeks ago. I said this weeks ago. Right there, a leading U.S. disease expert says there's no doubt in my mind that the vaccinated people are help spreading the Delta variant because they're making them all asymptomatic. And then they say, hey, you're asymptomatic now? Take your mask off. Wow. Man, I can't. This is like, it's so frustrating to see it happening, to see it, and then it happens. Now, what are they going to say? So this Delta variant is just going to spread amongst everybody all the time? Months ago. I said this months ago. You're right. Months ago I said this. Absolutely crazy. And the number one reason for shutting everybody down, the number one reason why at the beginning of the pandemic wasn't because people were getting sick and sniffing and shitting and pissing themselves or anything like that. It had to do with the fact that, you know what, it's not the people that you can see as sick, it's the people that you can't see as sick that are sick. And they're the ones that are asymptomatic, and they're the ones spreading the disease. We need to stop this. Everybody wear a mask now. We don't know who's sick. You'll never know if you're sick. Get out there. Take your mask off. What the fuck? You just millions of people now that are literally able to clone the spread of the virus are out there now. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Man, I'm so... well. but it's possible that fully vaccinated people to be asymptomatic and spread COVID-19 to others. So you got an expert literally sitting here saying, hey, just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't spread it. And this is what the WHO and the CDC had said before. A top disease advised that the White House said vaccinated people should still wear masks. The U.S. is celebrating a robust COVID-19 vaccine coverage, okay? But a quiet new wave of severe COVID-19 infections is brewing right there, fueled by more transmissible Delta variant. We actually have stated that where hospitalizations are going up more than cases. But they're shutting down testing sites, so how are they going to even know? As the CDC guidance is not to test vaccinated people unless they are symptomatic. We're probably missing a bunch of transmissions in vaccinated individuals. It's right here. Look at this. Right here. As the CDC guidance, it is not to test vaccinated people unless they're symptomatic. We're probably missing a bunch of transmissions in vaccinated individuals. So they're not even testing people. Even vaccinated, okay, no need to test you. So they're not even testing people now. This is so stupid. So stupid. Unbelievable. And look at, and then you know what's going to happen? The fourth wave is going to come around. They're going to say, "Hey, all the people that aren't vaccinated, you're the ones spreading it." Then they're going to be like, "Well, more people are vaccinated than not." And you know what? Who cares if the virus is out there? At least it's not killing anybody, so get vaccinated. So crazy. They want to pump that shit into people. I don't know. I don't know. Delta spreading quickly in the United States. Look at that right there. Boom. Continue reading. Let's see. Drilling into the state level data reveals how quickly the Delta has spread. Let's see what this link says. Right there. Outbreak information. The B16172 report calculating. Look, it's my stream. It's buffering. Oh man. Is this ever like it's just gonna sit there and do this for like what, forever? Like, is it like there's that much data? Come on. Mutation track. Look, it says right here. It's the mutation tracker. It's changing so fast the computer can't keep up with it. Oh, come on. Seriously? Let me guess. Okay, I'm going to put this in the chat. You guys, see if you guys can get this thing to work. Really? Come on. Come on, man. Cases and death. Okay, does anything on the site work? U.S. states. Like this whole site not work? Like nothing in the site? Hey, find similar locations. U.S. Okay. Boom. No, anything here work? Does anything work? Variant. Mutation track. Location tracker. Let's get location track. Oh. Script. Choose a country. Okay. Choose a country. USA. USA. United States. Total 1. Ooh, look at this. Look at all these friggin' variant of concern, variant of interest. Look at all these variances. They just like white letter instead of a bit. Zipango. Mutations. What's this? Add. Go. It's the Wayne variant. What is like? Okay, death. Nearby locations. Okay, let's do it. Whoa! Ho! Look at that. St. Lawrence County. Wow. Daily new cases. Oh, look, it's going down. Hey, look. June. Look at last year. After we had those spikes in the cases, look, it went down here too. Look, same time, it's going down here too. You're going to see a pattern here. So June, July, August, it's going to go down. And then it was in November, it started to go back up again. Remember? Look at this. It's going to go down. It's going to go down for a while. Boom. You see a trend there? A little spike here, but then they're like, yeah, people fought for this shit. We're done. Wow. Deaths. That was deaths. Daily new deaths. Oh, well. Just died like that. Okay, let's see. Daily news test. No results. Daily new tests. United States only. Nothing. COVID tracking project stopped collecting data on 7th of March 2021. So on March 7th, they stopped collecting data. Why? Why did they stop collecting data in the States for you guys? No results. Percentage positive tests in the United States. Oh, look at this. Why'd they stop collecting data in the States? Look at that. Why did they do that? Look, COVID tracking project stopped collecting data on March 7th. Why did they do that? Is there anything in the States? Let's see. New hospitalizations in the state. Oh, no, they're not tracking that either. So they're not tracking shit in the States anymore. Look at that. Nothing in the States. Positive tests in the States? Nothing. They stopped all data track. Magically all just gone. Look at that. Cumulative cases? Boom. Oh, shit, man. That's in my county. No. In the States, imagine if the lockdowns were not based on anything but blackmail, lockdowns, or else the active. What was that? 381 following. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm not streaming to Twitch right now, so somebody's watching my Twitch stuff. Thank you very much if you're there. Okay. USA. 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 Let's see. Utah. Okay, so they haven't updated this part of the friggin' website then. Because all the other stuff, let's say, percentage positive testing, that, nope, they stopped. They stopped fall. Look right here. That's fucked. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, so let's see. Cases. I want to know why they're not showing the variant. Oh, look, there we go. Here's all the variances. Hey, guys, want to pick one? It's working. We got P12, P11, P1. Look at all these variances. These are, and look at variant of concern. United Kingdom. This is the WHO alpha, beta. Look at this. Let's click on the report. Let's see what it comes up with. Critical error. Critical error. A leading U.S. disease expert says there's no doubt. Wow, wow, wow. Oh yeah, that, of course that's not gonna work. Okay, let's see the report from here. Okay, so variant of concern as of July 1st, 2020, the ACDC? No, it's an ECDC, regularly assesses new evidence of variants detected through the epidemic intelligence rules based. Okay, but now they're not even testing people. Now they're not testing anybody that's vaccinated. So how are they going to find these things? United Kingdom, South Africa, outbreak, dominant community. Wow. There's hundreds. There's hundreds of cases. Whatever. 100 of different variances is what I meant to say. CDC report. Let's see what the CDC report says. Key points. Genetic variances as SARS-CoV-2 have been emerging and circulating around the world throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Viral mutations and variances in the United States are routinely monitored through sequence-based surveillance, laboratory studies, and investigations. Okay, so variant interest. Okay, yes, the B117 alpha, B11351 beta, the B1617. What the, like, there's gamma. Is this like a maternity thing? We got beta, delta, gamma. Sounds like a college frat thing. Variant classifications, variants of interest. A variant with a specific genetic markers have been associated with the change of the receptors binding and reducing nutritional by any antibody generation. Okay, so characteristics. Oh, the United. Okay, first identified in California. Yeah, whatever. WHO, United States. Okay, minus 20% increase. What? How do you go? Okay, minus. Oh no, that's not a minus. I was gonna say 20% increase in transmit. They're never gonna get ahead of this shit. They release something that's just gonna constantly change. So you're telling me that these 3 magical companies came up with a magical medicine that covers every single one of these things? That is fucking cool. That is cool. A day and he's still alive. There you go. Oh man, oh man. Lower vaccinated cover across the southern and parts of the Midwest. Oh wow. Man, I'm beat. Shifting focus to better vaccinated cope. Crazy. This is crazy shit. Crazy. I'm just trying to see something here. Shit. Oh yeah. No, that's not gonna work. All right. The bioweapon. Well, it was definitely engineered to be a bioweapon. That we know that much for sure. American reaction every time Biden opens his mouth. So true. Let me see if I can find something else here. This is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? There you go. Let's change the tune of the station a little bit here.
You because he white? You gonna purposely tell a white kid, oh, the black people are all down and suppressed? How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? How did I get, first of all, time up, because I only got 5 minutes now, not 5 minutes. 2 medical degrees, no mom, no dad in the house, worked my way through college, sat there and hustled my butt off to get through college. You gonna tell me somebody that looked like all y'all white folks kept me from doing that? Are you serious? Not one white person ever came to me and say, well, son, you're never going to be able to get nowhere because you know the black people. But guess what? What's sickening about this whole thing is what y'all doing right now is already something I do in my community right now to speak out against stuff, because black folks are getting told by other black folks, oh, you know you ain't going to be able to do nothing out there in the world because them white folks ain't going to let you get no, oh, you know you're not going to be able to do it here because you know, the white man going to keep you down. Well, how did I get where I am right now if some white man kept me down? How am I now directing over folks that look just like you guys in this room right now? How? What kept me down? What oppressed me? I worked for myself from off the streets to where I am right now. You gonna sit here and tell me this lie of critical race theory? This the reason why black folks can't get ahead because of white folks? Are you kidding me? This is what we come to now. I can't believe we even talking about this right now. The last thing I'm gonna say right here is something that's crazy. Martin Luther King said he wanted his kids to grow up in a world where they are judged by the contents of their what? Their character, not their skin. If they letting this stuff go on right now, it is absolutely doing the complete reverse of what he's doing. So when February comes, don't talk about Martin Luther King. When February comes, don't talk about Black History Month. If y'all gonna sit there and just pretty much pee on his grave with this nonsense, that's exactly what's about to happen. Lastly, we are talking about our kids. We are talking about our children. What's so sickening about me, I love the Discovery Channel. You will see that on the Discovery Channel, animals will put their lives on the line to protect their children from danger. Nobody want to get to the heart of the matter, get to the meat of the matter, get to the moral of the story. When it all comes down to it, the person that's going to be suffering from this, the one's going to be hurt from this, is the kids. 10 years from now, if this stuff goes on, whose fault is it going to be? Whose fault is it going to be? Who we going to look back on and blame for this? Because this is stuff we're talking about right now. This stuff is going on right now. I do this stuff on a daily basis. I'm in the hood. I'm in the communities. I'm out there with folks in their face. I've been doing stuff since I was 18 years old, talking to black folks. And you know what? None of them are buying this nonsense. None of them are. But if you want to implement this into the school system, I guarantee you to the day that I die, I'm going to be the very person right there debunking stuff, tearing stuff down, letting them know they can do exactly what I did and get exactly where I am by putting them
J-Town, you have a good night.
One white person ever don't keep any of them from getting there. So the CRT stuff, BS.
So true. So true. Not Trudeau, but it's true. Antifa clashes with protesters over biological. And that's crazy. All right. Let me see here. What we got? Trying to do this with one hand here. All right. So true though. The guy's smarter than me, holds more degrees than me, and everything else. And look at, he's where he is, and it's because people were people were holding him back. No, I said this before, in streams before, that it's, if you tell your kids, whether it doesn't matter what culture you're from, if you tell your kids you're not going to be able to do something based on your skin color, they're not even gonna try. So true. Later, hey, later, bless him. We don't see anymore. Okay, yep. All right, check this out. Check this out.
That sign doesn't do anything for anyone. You're just hating on people for no reason.
Are you being violent?
Lady, it's transphobes. Transphobes. Go home. Transphobes.
Now, does this look like a group of people that seem to be very understanding, peaceful, loving, and they just want their voices to be heard, and they want to, understanding, preaching peaceful shit? But yeah, and then look at their behavior. Look at how they act. Look at how they treat people. And yet Kamala Harris and Joe Biden seem to think that this kind of behavior is acceptable. These people deserve to be out on the streets. Now, you tell me that that's not some kind of plan to keep distraction in the streets and keep people occupied. These people need to be arrested. They're just kids. Look at them all. They're just kids.
What am I doing? Only Jesus to heaven. You're gonna get hurt. Let him turn around and walk. Let him turn around and walk. Don't do it. You don't want to be here. Go down and leave.
Come say it on my face. Come say it on my face. God curse all of you. God curse all of you. You guys are abominations. You guys are abominations. You guys are abominations. This is godly.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here because what you're about to see on the screen right here is the most disturbing shit I've ever seen in my life. And this is what I was talking about the other day. As long as a pedophile identifies as being, transgender, blah, 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 they can go into a room with a child, expose themselves, talk to the child, and it's not against the law or anything like that, as long as they're identifying or saying, "Hey, look, I'm a woman," even though I got a fucking, my man bits hanging out, right? Evil is at play here, people. I'm telling you right now, I've never in my life seen so much evil shit going on as I see in this shit. What you're about to see got me so worked up and so fired that, you know what? I don't care. You want to be a male, you want to be a female, you want to go, whatever the case you want to be, you want to do that you're a grown adult, you do whatever you want to do, okay? But the moment that you go and expose yourself to a child, I don't care whether you're a female or you're a male, and you go and expose yourself and then you talk to that child in a sexual manner or any way, shape, or form, you're a fucking pedophile, okay? It's as simple as that. You're a pedophile. If you go into a change room and you're a guy and you got your thing hanging out and you're talking to children, you're a pedophile. Watch this.
For a man to go into the women's section, show his penis around the other women, young little girls underage. Your spa, we spa, condone that. Is that what you're saying? Like I asked. It's so he can stay there. He could stay there. What sexual orientation? I see a dick. It lets me know he's a man. He's a man. He is a man. So We Spa is in agreement with men that just say they are a woman and they can go down there with their penis and get into the women's section. Is that what you're saying? What really? What law? What law? So women can go into the men's with their breasts. Everything. You got a man with his penis talking about he's a woman. He ain't no woman. Yeah, give her money back. Are you talking about a transgender person? There's no such thing as transgender. He has a dick. Okay? He has a penis. His penis is hanging out. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Are we on mute?
Nope, they can hear us right now. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Daddy duty. Yeah. So, and look, and this guy here with his fucking bullshit comes over and it's like, you're being sick. You're being rude. You're being rude. You know what? But this has nothing to concern you with. Fuck off.
As a woman, I have a right to feel comfortable without a man exposing himself, okay? No, you go somewhere else. Okay, so that's right.
Oh, so you go somewhere else then. If you're not happy with men showing their fucking wang to little kids, and you go somewhere else. In what world and in what society did we just walk into? What dimension did we just warp into where now people in the public are like, well, go somewhere else then if you don't want to be around the pedophiles? In what world did we just walk into where people could just be like, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's if you don't like it, take your kids somewhere else because this is where the pedophiles hang out at the wee spa. And heaven forbid that you got to be heard where they got to be heard where they're out in the streets, literally assaulting people, physically hurting people. But yet you voice your opinion in a spa, and then all of a sudden, I don't want this grown man showing his dick to my kid. And now you're the bad person. You're the bad person now if you don't stand on the side of a pedophile. Fucking disgusting.
No, he's not a transgender. He has a penis. I'm telling you, he has a penis. A full and testicles, okay?
And if we went into the men's section with our anatomy, that would be...
Well, it would probably, but you might not like women, so it might not, okay? And we don't know. But for me and for a lot of other women, they do not feel comfortable, and it's not okay. Okay? So, yeah, it must be hard not being a real man, huh? Try it. Yeah.
Sometimes predators go down and will just go through the woman's side.
Okay, well, no, he's sitting in there. Okay, well, security?
No. He doesn't want to be.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he should have not been allowed to. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We know that.
Yeah, see, and most people are like, he should not have been allowed to do that. Like, listen, you want to go from a male to a female, then that's your business. You do it, okay? You want to go from the other way, female to male, that's your business. Do it, okay? If you haven't done the full transformation, no problem. That's not your fault. You couldn't afford the surgery, or you don't want to get the surgery, or whatever the case may be. But you still got to respect the fact that, you still have male genitalia, and you cannot be sitting there showing kids that shit. Same with women. Women that are becoming guys, you can't have a woman go in there and just sitting there showing her cooter out into like young little boys. That's not right. It's not right. It's just, and if you're in that position, then just be mindful of other people's you want to be accepted and you want to be understood and stuff like that. Well, you want to be, you want people to show compassion to you. Well, then do it to other people. You're transitioning into whatever sex that you want to be into. That's fine. If you haven't fully transitioned, then be mindful that there's other people in this world that aren't going down that path and aren't having those issues in life, and they want to be respected as well. I don't think that that's unfair. I don't think that that's unfair. But if you're a male and you're just so looky, no, you're a pervert, bud. I don't care what title you have, male or female or not. If you're exposing yourself to children, you're a pervert. I don't even get undressed with my daughters in the room or anything like that. Me and my son will go into like the change room at the pool or something like that. Other than that, I don't do anything like that with my own daughters, let alone walk into a freaking thing and be like, "Hey, I'm Wendy. Hold on." Fix this down here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Sorry. I need a lot of tape. Have some consideration for other people. Hart says, I'm not scared. I use my real name. Nothing to hide, not scared. Well, I use my name. My name's on the wall right there. You see there, right there. Boom and boom. There's my name right there. Lincoln in the house. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Listen, if that's the person you want to be, then you know what? All the power to you. But just have some consideration to other people. That's all I'm saying. Real name is Ginger. Lori, you fucking well know your name is not Ginger. You crazy. All right, so what do we learn here? Vaccinated people. All right. Crazy, crazy world we live in. My real name is Ginger. Well, I'm going to start a new show. It's going to be Watch with Wendy on Wednesday night at 9. That's right. I got my XXX panties there. I get to wear. Like Gilligan Island Ginger. Oh, man. Oh, it makes your blood boil? Man, I got 4 girls and 2 boys. Four girls and 2 boys. You make me laugh, Wayne. I try to. You have to laugh in this day and age. In this day and age, it's absolutely crazy. All right, let's see what we got here. Someone's following me over on Twitch. I should have streamed to Twitch. No, Morris, your real name is the King of Russia. That's your real name. All right, let me see. Man, I guess going to jail does have its perks, though. Look at this. Look at this. Deprived jail guard has sex with inmates in front of other prisoners. A female guard likely having an audience when she had sex with an inmate. What? And it's caught on camera? Wait a minute. It probably would be caught on camera. Man. Locking up. Man, people are going to be signing up to go to jail just for that. That's crazy. No wonder people are like, that's what you call being reformed. JF. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is.
गाड़ी तोड़नी नहीं बहन चुद और बहन चुद कमाल
Hold on. Hold on a minute. I don't know if I can show this. Give me a second. I got to see if I can show this. Hold on. No, I can't show that. It's too violent. It's a knife-wielding lunatic. Just give me a minute. No, I can't show that. No showy, no go-y. Oh my. Look at this. Look at this. An Ottawa teen creates a prom dress entirely out of... Look at this. Huh? This is awesome. Is there going to be an ad?
Well, we've all
to it.
We've all heard the saying you can fix anything with duct tape.
I'm going to edit that clip with a bunch of other shit. Oh, fuck.
Well, we've all heard the saying you can fix anything with duct tape. One Ottawa teen is going above and beyond that.
Yes, CTV's Dave Charbonneau reports she had an idea and she stuck to it.
It's not like your average scholarship where you have to write essays, so I thought it'd be super fun.
It's called the Stuck at Prom Scholarship Contest, where high schoolers in North America have a chance to win $10,000 with a tuxedo or dress made entirely out of duct tape.
You know, there's a real big emphasis on duct tape these days. You know what I'm saying?
I worked for about 143 hours. Some days I worked 5 hours, other days 1 or 2.
Ottawa's Erica Aveaneda is now a finalist, beating 102 other dresses to make it to the top 5.
It was a hard process, a lot of sitting down and working, but it was worth it. I think it's incredible. I'm completely obsessed with it.
The dress, which cost roughly $100 worth of duct tape to put together, took 17 rolls and weighs about 6 pounds.
Erica she's a little shy, but she's so creative. So this is kind of like her way of speaking out and showing like all the incredible designs that are in her head.
Erica says she was inspired by the styles and colors of ancient Greece, Rome, and Egypt.
I'm so proud of her. Everything I do is for Erica. Oh my gosh, she is such a queen. I'm so proud of her. And she's only 15 years old. A lot of the other finalists are in their senior year of high school.
I think the dress is stunning. I think it's a real
It is a cool dress. I will say, it is a cool
Erica's
dress.
mom, Annette, says art and design come natural to Erica, who took her idea from drawing to duct tape in just 3.5 months.
This is the dress. Yeah. Look at the shoes. Erica has always liked the idea of castles, ballroom dancing. For me, it gave a child the chance to get out of your head, you know, the worries of the pandemic and school and not completing your courses, and do something physical with your hands. So I think that was a huge benefit.
Regardless if Erica wins the grand prize, she says this experience is one she won't soon forget.
I'm also pretty happy that I now get
I wonder if the variant would stick to that dress.
to have the dress and get to wear it, and something that I get to have and tell people about. It's definitely a cool thing to talk about.
To help Erica win the top prize, visit ctvnewsottawa.ca for a link to vote for the best duct tape dress. Dave Charbonneau, CTV News.
Well, are the other people going to have a spot on CTV News as well? Are the other people in the contest going to be able to go to CTV News? Are they going to be doing a contest on them as well? Or an episode on them? That's not really fair. Erica's cheating. White privilege. Pretty cool though. I think that's a pretty cool idea though. When we know her future in fashion design, well, there's a big demand for duct tape products these days, right? So, good on her. Good on her. Closing its doors after 25 years. Ma Cuisine has been the go-to place for all things kitchen. If you need something, chances are you could find it there. They're now closing their doors. Wow. Let me see. Should the here question is, should the government be allowed to censor your speech on the internet? If not, stop it now. Wow. Can you spare a minute to help the Carl R? $2,000 a month to every American. Wow. Businesses are literally like going out of business. Okay, I don't know what. I don't even know. This is okay. I'm gonna show something here. Man, I got a bunch of people following me on Twitch there. I should have streamed to Twitch. I don't know what this is, but I just feel compelled to show you guys this for some reason. Now, I don't know what the story is with this individual, but this individual is literally taking all the money that they get. From what I can see here, this individual is taking all of the money that they receive on TikTok and donating it to... we were born that way. Such a sweet soul. So respect to and peace and love. So this individual is taking, okay, it's a him. He's taking all of his money and stuff like that, and that he makes off TikTok, and pumping it back into the his community and the kids and stuff like that. How cool is that? That he literally, there's nothing wrong with him. He takes his disability because of the way he looks and stuff like that, and he makes TikTok videos, and he makes his money, and he takes it and he funnels it back into the into helping his community. That's so cool. There's no name though. It just says TikTok. SG4L TV. That's what it is. SG4L TV. So he literally goes online, makes fun of himself every single day, and he takes all the money and he puts it back into his community. He funds his community through doing that. Fucking awesome. No, no handicap. He's completely fine, but he's just literally because he looks that way. He's using that as his way of funding his community. Okay, I'm just reading. If she said, okay, other persons who speak out against the English or French can be appointed as Governor General. Is she or other persons who speak only one English or French can be appointed as Governor. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Justin Trudeau making some stupid moves. Okay. Launch your own. Okay, don't know. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. This was the article I was looking for. This was the article I was looking for. So you know how they're turning around and the UK is opening up, Canada's opening up. Canada's not even testing people that are fully vaccinated or anything like that, so they have no idea whether there's anything being, transmitted or anything like that. Look at this. So Israel notes a decline in Pfizer vaccines effectively against mild COVID-19. Those who were vaccinated remain less likely to be hospitalized with the protein only slightly to 93% from 98% in the period. So they're already starting to plant the seed that the vaccines are being less effective against the new variants and stuff like that. Heart, yeah. If you can't duck it, fuck it. So they're already planting the seed that other countries are releasing this shit. It's crazy. Hold on, what do we got here? Japan bans fans at Tokyo Arena Olympic venues due to virus. It's fucking crazy. Now, this is what look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Parental test used around the world stores personal data in China Gene Bank reports. So literally, this is what I was saying months ago whenever I was saying that, you know, these 23andMe and all these other companies that were doing like DNA testing and everything else. So they literally have been storing the genetic makeup of pretty much everybody in the world. So now that you have the genetic makeup of pretty much the majority of the people in the world, once they isolate, this is what every single person in the world has, and this is critical to their health and whatever it is else, right? Now they can develop bioweapons that will target this specific thing. So they could say, okay, in white people there is this, in black people there is this, and if we want to target these individuals, this is what we need to do. And it says right there. So if you did a fraternity test to see who mommy and daddy was, chances are China has your DNA on file. By millions of pregnant women globally, that has developed by the Chinese gene company BGI Group in collaboration with the Chinese military is being used by the firm to collect genetic data. So the company is using, and they said it right here, using it with the Chinese military. Company collaboration with the People's Liberation of Army to develop an improved test taken in early pregnancies, as well as biggest genome firm BGI began making the test abroad in 2013. So 2013, they've been planning this shit for a long time. Of a blood from a pregnant woman to detect abnormalities such as Down syndrome. So every single person. So it's far more 8 million women globally have taken the. Wow. Use leftover blood samples sent to the laboratory in Hong Kong to genetic data from the test. The population research, the company confirms to recruiters that found the genetic data of more than 500 women who took the test, including women in Europe, Asia, is also stored in the government's. See, that's just what they could find. There's more, like hundreds, thousands more. Crazy. Dang, the rain right now is wild. I don't know if it's raining here. All right. I just got a call saying that there's something going on. I'm gonna head out to go and see it. And maybe what I'll do is, what time is it now? It's 3:22. Okay, it's 3:22. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to put, I I'm getting a phone call now. I'm going to see if I can just put Watch What Wayne as a subtitle to Citizen World News. So there'll be Citizen World News, and then there'll be different shows that we can highlight on Citizen World News. This way here, I could broadcast for Citizen World News using my setup because the other setup's not working. So I'll just use this setup on Citizen World News. So it'll be Citizen World News, basically like how they have Fox News. You got Fox News, and then they got the Tucker Carlson show. Well, there'll be Citizen World News, and then there'll be Watch What Wayne, and then there'll be branches off from there. What do you guys think of something like that? What do you guys think about that? Yeah, once I get out there, I could start streaming. I can't continue streaming though. Because I really need to get the Citizen World News generating money, because I didn't make a mistake. It's not a mistake, but I kind of repositioned finances that I shouldn't have right at this time. So I really need Citizen World News to get up and monetize and start generating money, because I screwed myself. Give it a try, Wayne. Yeah, I'll try it. Why not? Why not? We can get the watch hours up. I think the subs have been going up consistently. Let me just check here. The subs have been going up consistently, so I can use third-party software to stream mobile, but I can stream from the studio here. Yeah, we got one more subscriber over on Citizen World News, and we're at 440, which is absolutely awesome considering we're only at 100. Here's the link, guys. Boom. So that's what I'll do. Joshua, Colin's work is a wild thing being home. When what I interpreted from the PDF I sent you is that the politicians are infected with a virus that can be triggered, so they can be blackmailed. I was thinking about the same thing. Okay, 1 second, guys. Here, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 minute here. Give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go check to see what's going on, because I'm getting a call right now that it's happening. So we're gonna go see what's going on that way. And yes, if they're being blackmailed from the PDF file, you know what I'll do is I'll come back on Citizen World News in about an hour or so from now. I'll stream right from here like this. Maybe I'll change that scrolling banner so that it says Citizen World News. Watch What Wayne. Just change it up a bit. Maybe I'll try that. I'll change the banner so that it says Citizen World News and then Watch What Wayne. Jackson Brown, give me an hour. Give me an hour just to go rush out to see what's going on there, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about that on Citizen World News. But go and subscribe to citizenworldnews.com or Citizen World News. The link I just put in the chat, and then we'll come back. You should make a sign. Say Tech has a tiny Johnson. Rude. Cool, Wayne. Stay safe. Okay, 2 different lighting setups would be cool too. Yeah, maybe I could change. I don't know. Also, guys, check out for articles that are basically exposing everything that's going on out there too. Citizenworldnews.com. Citizenworldnews.com. I gotta go. I'm out of here. Be good, guys. I love you. You have no idea. Be good. Bye. How do I do this again? Oh yeah, right here. See you soon.